Travel a Day with Dr. Amanda from Mirthful Mondays. One of my favorites was sharing my funny stories or sometimes embarrassing stories that hopefully you'll learn from and not have to do and glean some wisdom. Wisdom not applied is just not wisdom, right? We just missed the mark and somehow it's okay. What we got to do is scoop it up again, get that daily dose or maybe doses to help us on our way. And again, that happens with all of us, right? We're not going to always take that wisdom at hand, but hopefully it'll stretch something in us. It'll help us think and reflect and move forward to become the best version of ourselves. So the purpose of this podcast is to hear people's voices, have them speak, and have them talk about what they've experienced to help them become better. So glad you're here with me. Thank you for joining. And so today's funny story. So I have some things to share with you. I probably in my past and perhaps even maybe now sometimes, I have been a party crasher. And perhaps I've learned that from watching Wedding Crashers in my past life. But I did, like when I was a graduate student, and again, sometimes graduate students were like in my doctoral program or master's, a little hard, all kinds of stuff with finances. But anytime there was something that was happening on campus, sometimes me and some of my friends would go. And so this one time, it was a little more serious event. So we heard about it and we're like, oh my gosh, we're in our office. We're like, let's go afterwards. That's a very serious topic. You know, I wouldn't do that again, hopefully today. So I'm like waiting with my friend and we know that they're going to be done with their video and having a conversation. So what do? We go down the hallway in there and we are like going to get some food and people are talking about the serious topic and we're like, oh yeah, like this is, you know, totally playing the part, totally got my food. And people probably totally knew we were in there crashing the party. Like we had not been there. So it was not very nice. Again, lessons learned being have integrity, right? Don't, you know, crash something and pretend that you were in it. That's totally not okay. Learn from me, right? This is past. So this was one of my friends. We always went somewhere, you know, every time there was something, I'm like, hey, let's go do this. So again, also gone when she was doing her student teaching refreshment time. And I dropped a whole dang lemon bar on the floor and all powdered sugar went everywhere because I was trying to be all inconspicuous and quiet. And you know what? That's what happens when you try to crash a party. You may be found out. And you know, rightfully so, because again, were you invited? So the lesson learned today, my friends, is if you are going to something, make sure you go to it, attend it, you know, have integrity, be honest. Yes, it's kind of sometimes fun and enticing to try to be a crasher, but sometimes when you are, you'll always be found out. It's not integrity, and you might drop your lemon bar on the floor and get powder sugar all down your whole outfit and on the floor, and everybody will notice you, and that you weren't really supposed to be there. So I hope that helped you from what I learned. Again, this week, we will be continuing with talking about leadership and integrity and really mental health, right? And perhaps wedding crashing or party crash is part of family pattern that you want to overcome. And so families are so important in our connection and communication. And sometimes because we're so in families, it can be painful. Or there can be really glorious times where we have great memories and painful memories. And so I'm so excited for you to have the guests and the people that will be on the show this week. And we'll be talking about patterns and how we can, again, move forward in the positive and how we can positively impact the world by overcoming some of those patterns because it's possible. So I love all of you. I hope you are well. I hope you gleaned some wisdom. Maybe you laughed today. And I just hope that you have a joyful week. You're all amazing. You all matter to me. And I'm so glad that you're joined. So again, if you like this on YouTube, like, share, subscribe.